So this is Joe with Alex for metaltalk.net.
Here I am.
Okay, so I'm still enjoying the live Chaos to Eternity album. Congratulations, really good album that.
Thanks.
You thought it came out well?
Yeah, the most important thing I can say is that there were not overdubs in the studio, no real recordings, so I really wanted that, and I hope before to listen to the material that the material was good enough, and actually it was good enough, so I didn't want to polish it and to make a brilliant live performance, which is not true, so I really wanted to keep it live. And
cool. And how do you feel about the sound on the new album?
Well, I love it, I was working on it since a few years, It was a process which took time, and I did not rush to do it, so I'm very happy about the job that everyone did, So we used four studios, and it was quite demanding, but it was cool.
Yeah. And how do you think it compares to previous albums?
What do you mean?
How does the sound compare to your earlier?
Till From Chaos to Eternity, we worked with Sasha Pev, and the sound is very good. It was always good. The difference between the album of the past and this one is that I really wanted the band to be more powerful, to have a more powerful sound, starting from the drums, bass, and especially guitars.
Yeah.
So you will find a difference that you really hear the band much better,
Yeah.
And I didn't want to push too much on the orchestration, I wanted really to give the space to the band finally.
Yeah. Cool. Now I know you've often used a second guitarist live. You had a second guitarist in the studio for the last album.
Yeah.
Why have you gone back to one guitar for this one?
Yeah, let's say that myself and Thomas, we were not on the same page, so we have different ideas, different oh my god, we were not on the same page, so, and we wish each other the best and we part away, so I prefer to have one guitar player now. In Rhapsody in the beginning were 5 people.
Yeah.
Now I prefer 5 people line up,
Yeah. But will you go back to 2 guitars for the tour?
I don't think so. We already played 3 shows in this lineup, and I really like that.
Okay. So the new lineup's gelling pretty well then?
Yes,
cool.
Absolutely. Robbie De Micheli is the new guitar player.
Yeah.
He was already in the band at the very beginning because Luca and him were schoolmates. Right. So we were playing together already. The first rounds of the demos. Yeah. So he's no stranger to Rhapsody of Fire, and he's a good guy, he's a good friend. And
So what can fans expect from the tour?
Oh, well, in these days we are planning touring with our agency, All Access. I don't have details right now, but I'm sure we will going to start from Europe, and in the beginning of next year, in a few months.
So pyrotechnics?
Well, I had a big discussion about that, So we are looking forward to come here and to play here, It's like something missing in our career, to come here more times, We just played the Blastock Festival, We never were able to have UK in a tour, in a tour route.
So what can you tell me about the departure or split with Luca?
Well, I can tell that it is something that did not happen from one day to another. It was a process, a long process. We really thought to not work together, not because we are not friends anymore, but because the working relationship was not the same. And so we could have even go on like that, but struggle a bit, and we decided, okay, after the end of the saga and after 10 albums, we decided to do something different for now.
Now, the saga spanned 5 albums, well, 4 albums and an EP.
Yeah.
Did you feel it was about the right time to round it up?
Well, actually, the saga it's composed by 2 sagas. The first 5 albums and the last 5 albums. So it's 10 albums in total, you know. So it was a great journey, you know. The peak of our career was having Christopher Lee,
of course,
in the CDs as narrator. He wanted to sing, so it was his idea to sing, you know. So it was really propositive, you know, and it was this saga represents really the maximum peak that this band did, you know. And now with this new album, there's no saga anymore, but I really wanted to propose actual songs.
So what was it like working with Christopher Lee?
Yeah, it was amazing. It was incredible. And we had a meeting in the studio and he really wanted to know us before starting work, you know. So we chat for 1 or 2 hours. Then he started narrating, and after that, it was a fantastic day. He was really totally into it, you know. He was having fun. It was great. And then in the end, he said, everybody is asking me to narrate or to do movies, but nobody's asking me to sing. Can you? And I said, well, why not? And he started to sing in the studio, like opera.
Because that duet he did with Fabio was fantastic, wasn't it?
Yes, amazing.
In 4 languages.
Yes.
Amazing.
Amazing.
I
actually wanted to do it in 12 languages, but Fabio said, oh, please.
Well, I noticed on the Live in Canada, Fabio moves from English, Italian and French just so smoothly.
Yes. Yeah, it's a nice idea when you go to a country to say some lines, you know, in their own language. He likes to do it, you know, and the fans really love it. You know, you create a stronger communication.
And I interviewed Christopher just after the Dark Secret album.
Really?
And he's about Rhapsody, and he said he loved the power.
Wow. Wow. Fantastic, you had a chance. Wow.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
So is there anyone else that you'd like to work with?
Ooh. Well, right now, it's nice to collaborate with great artists, actors or singers, for sure. But at this point of my career, I'm working really for Rhapsody of Fire as a band, you know. So I'm really happy I can concentrate on this lineup and this music. We had so many guests in the past, and now I really want to get back and be the band that doesn't need to have a guest anymore. You know?
Is there much unreleased work, you know, in the vaults?
Can you rephrase the question?
Is there much? Have you recorded much with Rhapsody that is not released?
No. This is something always we are proud of. We always compose the song that you hear on the album are the ones that were composed. We had like 1 or 2 songs that then we use it in the next. But we always use almost all material we have.
So you don't have a whole collection of unused songs then?
No. We have some crap, but no, it's something that is like 20 years old. No. Really, we really like to build the music on the saga, so there was no mistake about that. You know?
And what inspired you for that, the concept of the saga?
Well, the saga was written by Luca, all the lyrics and the storyline, you know. So, in general, Rhapsody of Fire was always about trying to give to the listener images while listening to music, you know. So it was always about movies and adventures and fantasy. So we got inspired from movies, soundtracks, and we lived in a very nice town between sea and mountains, you know. So it helps a lot when you grow in this kind of natural ambient, you know.
I remember when I first reviewed the Enchanted Lands Part 2, and it starts the second saga. I likened it to if Lord of the Rings was done as a heavy metal opera.
Oh.
Do you think that's a fair appraisal? Or?
Oh my God, that would be it.
So, is there any of your work you'd like to go back and reassess or redo? You know,
some days yes, some days not.
Okay.
Maybe Legendary Tales. I would be curious to do it, but just for me, I don't know to release it, It would be nice to see how it sounds. But in a way, the double live album, it is like something like that, because when you play old songs on stage, you make them shine again, with the new sounds. And this is why I also like this live album, to make live albums, because you take old songs and they sounds like more actual.
But is there one album of yours that you'd like to play in its entirety on stage?
No, it's too much. It would be great to do like Symphony of Enchanted Lands,
Yeah. So, what inspired you to introduce apart from film soundtracks, to bring so much classical music into heavy metal?
It was really one of the very first things we look at myself decide, to do something special. Imagine an heavy metal band from Italy that wanted to have success all around the world. Everybody was laughing you were never gonna do it, And we said no. We thought, what kind of music we would like to buy that doesn't exist yet. And we thought about. My brother was a child at the time, but he was playing the flute already very good. So he who gave us some Rinascimento Baroque music. We decided, why don't we play some of this? It's magic, We create something magic, and it was all about magic, about create an environment which recalls ancient times and makes you dream,
Yeah. And your brother has played for the band, hasn't he?
Yeah. He's a very talented musician. He teaches in a conservatory, he plays concerts, and he likes to play the bass, so he likes to compose, and many of his ideas I really liked it. So when I heard some music, I said, okay, let's do this together, He's no stranger to Rhapsody. He saw us grow from the beginning,
So you have no plans for any projects outside of Rhapsody?
Not for now, no. Okay. It make no sense.
Okay.
Unless someone wants the music for a movie, but...
Okay. Now, what led you to become Rhapsody of Fire from Rhapsody?
We become more famous in US, and after that there was a guy that came to us claiming that he had the name Rhapsody copyrighted.
Right.
And it was true. He did it like many years before, 15 years before.
Okay.
And so we had to give up. It was very sad, Actually, we were lucky because we still could use the name Rhapsody, very unfortunate,
Nice. And what are your main interests outside of music?
Well, I like bodybuilding, so I like sports. I like to play, go in the gym, and I like to lay in the sun, to swim, to travel, vacation. Some of this stuff, which is very useful to take a break from this.
And what music do you listen to outside of Rhapsody?
A good question. Well, I listen to soundtracks a lot. It really relaxed me, and some of them I'm listening to them since many years because I really enjoy, let's say band. I really like many bands, from rock to heavy metal. I like Alter Bridge, many rock bands. Not so much into new heavy metal bands at this time, but I like to listen old stuff like Rainbow, Deep Purple. I like that a lot.
Cool. It's all good stuff, isn't it?
Oh my god. Yeah, but it's something that is recent, because before I said, this sounds so old, I don't like it. But I discovered some Led Zeppelin music, some Deep Purple, Rainbow music. So
see, I grew up with that. Yeah, they all did their own some epic tracks, didn't they?
Yes. Amazing.
So what is your favourite album of all time?
Well, I always say that my favorite is Transcendence from Crimson Glory.
Yeah.
One of the albums I listen the most, I think.
Yeah.
We never tire to listen to this album.
Cool. Do you still buy new music or buy much records? CDs?
Not so much lately. I didn't have the time to do it. I just bought the Alter Bridge material, but the original stuff, no. But I have thousands of CDs at home because I started buying CDs from the 80s.
Yeah.
So I have all the heavy metal bands, rock bands, soundtracks,
Cool.
classical music. It's a cool collection. I like to have vinyls. It's cool.
Yeah. So, where do you stand on the vinyl versus CD versus download debate?
Oh,
What do you prefer?
a lot of stuff to talk about. I like the vinyl as an object to collect.
Yeah.
It was great when it was just the vinyl because it was a magic thing, you know. But it's I mean, is the quality is too good to go back to the vinyl. This is what I think. Unless you have a super vinyl player and maybe some really high tech
You
stuff.
need a good system.
Yeah, but I prefer CDs. Like really, it's faster, you know. And,
Cool. Cool. And any message for your fans?
I hope to come here play again, you know, in UK, you know.
Yeah.
That's I think that's a must, you know. We played so many times everywhere, you know, and here we live so close.
Yeah.
You know, we are not that far, you know. So hope to see all the fans in UK soon.
Great. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you to you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your
Thanks.
time.
Thank you.